fuckers. It's death. Don't worry, I'm not watching Naruto Shippuden. I'm very goal-oriented these days. I got all the chips and all the sweets in the world. I know that fat fuck can't resist that shit. So enjoy all the Naruto episodes while you still can. Because I'm coming for you hard. You fat fuck.
Ryan Little.
All right, everyone, bear with me because the guest for this episode wants to try the intro. Okay, go for it.
Hello, everyone. This is Sherif Khairy, and welcome to the Avyx Podcast. With me today, we have the bean sprout herself, Julie.
Wow, that was kind of fucking bad, dog.
No, it wasn't.
Hello, everyone. Hold on, I'll show you how to do this. It's supposed to be sexual. Fuck my notebook. Ready? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Avyx Podcast. I be running out of breath these days. Motherfuckers be obese. My name is Sherif Khairy, and with me is the bean sprout herself, Julie. That's how it's done.
I realized I mixed up. I thought you said, hello, everyone. This is Sherif Khairy, and welcome to the Avyx Podcast.
Nope. All right, so I got my notebook here, Julie. Welcome back to the Avyx Podcast, everyone. Yes, I got a fucking notebook with me. You hear the pages and all that shit, so shut up.
You don't have to scream at them.
No, I gotta scream at them. So, Julie, last time you were here, you were giving everyone your thoughts on Naruto, the OG Naruto. Quick disclaimer. Before we even start anything, spoilers ahead. So if you haven't seen Naruto or Naruto Shippuden, I don't want to fucking see it in the comments. We gave you a warning. All right? So Julie, what did you think of Naruto? Give everyone an update. What do you think of the OG Naruto?
It was good. It was... Am I allowed to reference Shippuden a little bit?
Of course.
Okay. So Shippuden's definitely better. Mm-hmm. Naruto is one of those shows that it's like the first couple episodes you're like, oh my god, Naruto's kind of annoying. The animation's fucking awful.
Hey!
And the fight scenes take so long, like multi-episodes. And then it just like, it grows on you. Like you start to like Naruto, you like love Kakashi, you love Sakura, Sasuke, you like, it just, maybe it's Stockholm Syndrome, but...
You just get used to the boys.
Yeah, it's like there's something really endearing about Naruto. And then Shippuden's really good.
I told you, bitches. All right, for a quick thing about me, I've watched Naruto, I've watched Shippuden. I'm currently watching Boruto. God bless those filler episodes. But Julie and I just wrapped up a very important arc in Naruto Shippuden. And before I say what it is, let me list out the arcs we've already seen. All right, Julie? What?
You should have me do the arcs.
No, I'll do the arcs because I'm anal about everything. So I like the legit name of the arcs.
Yeah, but I think I know them.
Okay, you know what? Give us a shot. Give this a shot, and I'll let you know if you got them all.
Okay, the first major arc in Shippuden is the Gaara arc, right? Then, there's something in between that and the Shikamaru arc, I think. Am I right?
Tenchi Bridge. Orochimaru. Sai.
Oh, the Sai. Wait, that's... Oh, yeah, it is before the Shikamaru. So it's Gaara, Sai arc, Shikamaru arc. That's when it starts to really get good. What happens after it? It's Shikamaru arc. And then does it go straight into the pain arc, or is there something?
All right, here we go. This is why I told you I would do it. So we've seen the Kazekage rescue mission.
Yeah,
we've seen the Tenchi Bridge mission. We've seen the Akatsuki suppression mission, the Itachi pursuit mission, Tale of Jiraiya the Gallant, Fated battle between brothers. That was Sasuke and Itachi. And we just wrapped up Pain's assault. Out of all those arcs I just listed, which one is your least favorite arc?
I think maybe the Psy arc. It's a tie between the Gaara arc and the Psy arc, I think. But I think maybe the Psy arc, because I care about Gaara a little bit more than Psy.
Psy arc was the Psy arc. Why can't I fucking speak, damn bitch?
Because you're nervous around me.
It's because the Psy arc was goddamn stretched out. Jesus, what a boring ass arc. All right.
You know what else is stretched out in Naruto? The fucking animation.
Those... you don't understand. They had to rush those episodes out, and those scenes are iconic. Like, you can't pause shit in Attack on Titan and see funny shit like that, but you can do it with Naruto, because Naruto's unique and stands out. All right, so I got a couple questions for you here, kind of similar to what we did for the Naruto episode, but of course, this one is Shippuden related. So question one, Jesus, I really can't speak today. Who's your favorite character from Naruto Shippuden so far?
Kakashi's my boy.
Bitch ass Kakashi. Can I tell them what you've been doing lately?
No, you can't. No.
Okay, then why is Kakashi your favorite?
I just like his personality. I like that he normally is pretty chill, but the moments where he gets, like, crazy is not the right word, but he gets flustered when they reference his, like, little... his saucy books is pretty entertaining.
His Make Out Paradise books.
Yeah.
Do you like any of the Akatsuki members? Like Sasori, Deidara, Tobi?
Well, I now would say I really like Itachi for reasons we'll get into in a little bit. Mm-hmm. Do I like any of the other ones? I thought Deidara's writing was pretty good in the sense that he was the youngest Akatsuki member.
I think so.
He was like 19. Mm-hmm. And he was written like as a very impulsive 19-year-old. And that was good.
You like Sasori, bitch ass?
No. You kept talking about, you were like, oh, Sasori's so handsome. Sasori's so attractive. He looks like a 12-year-old.
But he's 35.
Okay, but if you look like you're underage, why would anyone be attracted to you?
Well, I'm not trying to catch a case or get canceled, so I agree with you on that. Okay, so Kakashi.
Interesting.
You like Pain?
Yeah.
Question 2. Do you think the writers are doing a better job with Sakura and Shippuden?
I'll give them like a 1% improvement, but it's like...
She had her moment during the Kazekage rescue mission arc.
This is... Okay, here's what you don't get. They gave us absolutely fucking nothing in Naruto, and now they're giving us still nothing, but like...
What do you mean she's a badass bitch who knows how to fight now?
Then why don't they fucking let her fight?
Because she's useless.
But that's the bad writing, and that's what you don't understand is like that's why I will die on this hill that like Naruto Shippuden's amazing. Attack on Titan will always be my number one because they have consistently well-written female characters, and Naruto Shippuden writers have made it clear that they're never going to do that.
That's not true. And you haven't seen the other arcs yet.
Stop, listen. But here's the thing, is you keep saying, well, that's not true. There's like this one character in the future. And I'm like, okay, but that's the point. Is like there's a million well-written, powerful, impactful male characters. And you're telling me I'm supposed to be thrilled about like the 2 female characters we get.
All right, so you think they're doing a bad job with Sakura?
Well, yeah, of course they are.
All right, okay. Question 3. Who do you think is currently stronger at this point? Naruto, bitch ass? Or Sasuke, bitch ass?
Oh, I think probably Naruto now, because up until like the Pain arc, I probably would have leaned towards Sasuke, but now Naruto's mastered Sage Jutsu. Mm-hmm. And like, I don't know that Sasuke would have been able to defeat Pain, and Naruto did.
Yeah, well, yeah, because before the Pain fight, what are you doing with the pillow? Making a lot of background noise here. This is a professional ass set. You act like we're sitting on a fucking bed right now, just chilling. Before the Pain and Naruto fight, Sasuke mastered Amaterasu, and he defeated Itachi. Rip to my mans.
Can you remind me what Matarasu is again?
It's the thing where if you stare at an opponent, it brings about black flames that can't be put out until the opponent is dead or the item's it's vent.
Amaterasu.
Shut your ass up.
You said it wrong.
No, shut your ass up. So you think Naruto's stronger right now?
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, between Sage Mode, Nine Tails, my man's OP right now. Rasen Shuriken up in this bitch, my man's OP. Okay. Question 4. Which death upset or surprised you the most? This one's fucked up, huh? We've seen a lot.
Can we review quickly who has died?
Yeah, so we have Asuma.
I thought this was a question for me.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So we have the people that fake died in the pain assault. Because now we finished that arc, so I know they're all alive now. We have Asuma. We have Lady Chio. We have...
I forgot about Lady Chio, bitch ass.
Orochimaru. We have Jiraiya. Did I say Asuma already? I think I did. Itachi. Is that kind of most of like the big
Deidara, Sasori.
Oh, yeah. Deidara, Sasori. So, what surprised me the most was probably Kakashi, because I wasn't expecting it at all. And rightfully so, because...
Kakashi?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the pain assault. Okay.
Yes.
Well, you know he comes back to life.
Yes, I know that. We literally just watched it.
I'm trying to reiterate to the fucking listeners out here.
What was I saying? Oh, so he surprised me the most because, like, not that I've looked up spoilers, but it's just because the show itself is done. I've heard little things here and there. And I was like, oh, I feel like I remember hearing stuff about Kakashi later in the show. So when he died, I was really surprised. I think the death that was the most, like, soul-crushing, though, was Itachi.
Really? For me, it was my boy Jiraiya.
Oh, the thing with Jiraiya, though, is... it was really sad, but he had lived like a long life. And I would say overall, like a pretty happy life. Obviously, there were like bad times, but like he got to see essentially like his grandson Naruto like grow up. And Itachi felt sad because it was already sad that it was one brother trying to kill another. And then you learn about everything that happened afterwards. And you realize that Itachi essentially hasn't lived for himself for at least, like 6 years now?
Yeah, everything he's done has been for Sasuke.
And you could argue even before that, like it seemed like he wasn't super happy with his... the
Uchiha clan.
Yeah. And the fact that at such a young age, I think it was like 15 when he initially like...
I think it was younger. I think he was... either
14 or 15?
No, younger. I think like
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was really young. I think like either I could be wrong, you can correct us. I think he was either 8 or 13. I don't know why those numbers are popping up in my head.
Sasuke was 8.
No, because when Sasuke was 7, he had a hard time mastering fireball jutsu, and Sasuke's dad said Itachi's already like an elite shinobi by that age.
Itachi's at least like 4 years older.
I guess we'll find out in the comments.
So,
is your head okay?
yeah, if anyone heard that noise, I just smacked my head against the wall. But it was originally really sad because I kept saying to Sherif, I was like, something feels weird. It doesn't make sense for Itachi to just go AWOL and kill everyone and not kill Sasuke. And even before, it seemed like Itachi really cared for Sasuke. So there was clearly something up. And I ended up being right. And then it makes me sad to think that at like 21 years old, your life ends. But it's almost like his life ended
for the sake of
years before that.
Yeah.
And now what's killing me more is that he did all of this to protect Sasuke and protect the leaf. And now Sasuke's like, all right, well, I'm going to go destroy the leaf now. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's all Danzo's bitch ass. No, I don't blame Sasuke. Danzo's a fucking snake.
Like, it makes sense because I think I forget sometimes that the characters are 16. And I'm like, that is kind of a bullheaded 16-year-old take, like, of well, the leaf is the person that is what made my brother do this, so I'm going to destroy the leaf. But I'm also just like, this is what your brother died for, is like to protect you and protect the leaf. And he died to protect the leaf, but also make you the hero in their situation. And now not only are you going to destroy the leaf, but you're going to be the villain that destroys the leaf, and you're just undoing everything.
Well, to be fair, I think after the pain arc, it's pretty clear to see that the leaf has got some corrupt ass bitches up in there.
Yes, but I just think you don't have to destroy the leaf. You don't have to literally dance on the grave of your brother and everything he died for. And
yeah, true. Destroy Danzo, don't destroy the leaf.
Yeah, and I don't think Sasuke sees it that way. I think he sees it as revenge, but it's just like, I'm surprised that even though he's 16, Sasuke can't see the fact that he just keeps falling for this, like, this trap of like, well, I'm seeking revenge on my brother. Oh, I learned that my brother wasn't at fault, so now I'm going to go seek revenge on the leaf. And I'm just kind of like, when's it going to end? You know?
Itachi's death was sad. I remember telling you when we were watching Naruto, I was like, Itachi, there's more to him than you think. All right. Question 5. What do you think of Tobi / Madara Uchiha up in this bitch? So it's revealed that there's another Uchiha. How do you feel about that? Because we always thought it was just Sasuke and Itachi.
Should I tell them how you fucked up?
You can tell how I fucked up.
Okay, so I already had minor theories before. Let's review. We had a character that was introduced as Tobi, as a part of the Akatsuki, seemed like a very underwhelming character, wore a mask that only showed one eye, his right eye.
Yeah, the Sharingan.
But we don't know that initially. So when he was introduced, we just saw this guy with this weird mask. And I always see them almost like as an underling for the Akatsuki. And then halfway through the story, we get this random flashback of Kakashi when he was younger with his team, and it was Obito and Ren.
Ren. Some people say Rin, but whatever. I call her Ren, so get over yourselves, Asians.
Can you stop yelling at them?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. So, Obito dies. And he's like crushed on his right side. So he gives his left Sharingan to Kakashi. And that's how Kakashi gets his Sharingan. And we move on. Then they start, I think we get this scene of like Pain, Conan, and Tobi. And all of a sudden you see that Tobi's voice has changed. And you kind of start to realize like, oh, Tobi's this like fake personality to an extent. Persona. So, and then they do this, they have this fight where they're commenting, I think, about how, like, Tobi's, like, really fast and is able to predict movements. And I think Kakashi mentions something about, like, having this theory that maybe he has a Sharingan, and that's why he's able to predict all these movements. So in my brain, I was like, interesting. This guy, we think might have a Sharingan, and he's only showing his right eye, which makes me think that he either doesn't have Sharingan in his left or he's like blind in his left. And Kakashi has the Sharingan from Obito in his left eye. So I was like, what if it has something to do with Obito? Because Obito lost his left eye, only had the right eye, and we thought he died.
Tell him how I fucked up.
So I was already had this little idea. Like, I just wasn't sure. And then Sherif and I go out to dinner. And weren't you, like, looking up pictures on Google? Mm-hmm. So he was looking up pictures on Google and, like, showing me more pictures of Tobi / Madara. And I did know that Tobi was Madara at this point. But he goes, oh, look at this picture. Look at this picture of Obito. And then we both just go quiet. And I was like, what? And he goes, nothing.
I've never tried to scurry back.
I was like, you just said Obito. And he was like, no, I didn't. So I know that I wasn't wrong on my hunch. However, I don't know if it's like Obito faking Madara. Because the big thing with Madara is it's like, well, he must have been alive for hundreds of years. How's that possible? So it could just be him faking it. Or is it like a reanimation? Like Madara's Uchiha spirit was able to use Obito's body and like reanimate in his body, kind of like how Orochimaru used to do. That's what I don't know. But there's clearly a link between Obito and Madara.
So you think he's the next baddie in the storyline?
Clearly. Well, I guess they're kind of leading up to, it's like Danzo's got to get what's coming for him.
Hold up. Question 6. Any future predictions? So now you can go ahead.
Okay, so Danzo has something coming because there's been like 3 big...
You guys hear the cops?
They're coming for Sherif, finally. There's been like 3, maybe 2 or 3 big storylines where it's kind of like Danzo's been behind it. Danzo was behind setting up Sai with Team Kakashi to kill Sasuke.
I think so, yeah.
Something like they had a bingo book or something.
Yeah.
And it ended up being Danzo. Now we find out Danzo's part of the reason that Itachi had to slay the Uchiha clan. And now he's done all this really corrupt stuff to try and secure his spot as Hokage. So it's clearly like it's just snowballing. And now it's like, I think Naruto has beef with Danzo.
Why do you think Naruto has beef with Danzo?
Doesn't he? I feel like there is, in the most recent arc, wasn't Nagato talking about, like, Danzo was working with Hanzo, and that's part of the reason Hanzo wanted to shut down Nagato's rebellion? And I'm guessing that Nagato, while telling that story, probably said that out loud, and now Naruto knows that Danzo's kind of like a piece of shit.
Yeah, he probably knows he's a piece of shit, but I feel like at this point, he's not really, like, a big priority for Naruto. Maybe. But Sasuke I get, because...
Yeah, so Sasuke, Lady Tsunade, also has beef with Danzo. Like, major beef with Danzo. And I feel like it's going to get to a point where it's clear that Danzo's kind of been pulling all these little strings. And especially now that Naruto has this idea of, like, rather than just blindly defeating people, he seems to be on this pursuit of peace. And so to do that, I feel like he'd rather preserve as many lives as possible and only take out, like, people that are really causing problems. And to me, that's Danzo right now.
Who do you think will be the next major death? Because God bless Nagato, may he rest in peace. And Yahiko, may he rest in peace. I almost said bless up.
Maybe Tsunade, but I don't know. I feel like the show has a habit of like having these trios, and anytime a trio falls upon like hard times and people die, they always leave one member behind. Like, so with Yahiko, Nagato, and Conan. So now it's just Conan.
Jiraiya and Orochimaru.
Orochimaru and Tsunade. Now it's just Tsunade, and I feel like they don't tend to like kill off those full groups. But I'm having trouble picturing like anyone else that would die.
You think like Shikamaru, Choji, Neji, Rock Lee, Tenten, any of those people? Ino?
None of them stick out to me. I guess if someone would be an easy character to kill off, I would say Tenten, just because they clearly don't
respect my girl. Yeah.
Well, you know, she is a female character after all, so she's treated as like not a real person in Naruto.
A side hoe.
Maybe it wouldn't be Madara yet. Like,
what about Guy? Oh my god, bitch, what was that fucking squeak noise?
Oh my god, no.
You don't think Guy gets it?
Absolutely not. He and Kakashi have to get married and live together.
Okay.
I don't know, that's hard. There's like no one that sticks out to me.
Okay.
I think it's hard to see right now because we literally just finished an arc where all these people died, but now a bunch of them came back to life. Like, there's no setup right now. So I feel like I'm just kind of guessing. I'm probably, with a new arc, I'm sure they're going to introduce new characters.
You don't think Danzo's getting the hammer? I don't know if you already said it, but...
Well, I mean, yeah, that feels like that's going to come. Maybe some of Sasuke's squad, too.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
like who? Jugo, whatever the fuck his name was?
So there's Jugo, there's...
Karin and Suigetsu.
I kept wanting to say Shisui, but that's not him.
Who do you think dies from that squad? Jugo?
Jugo could die because Jugo seems like, I actually really like Jugo.
Jugo.
I know he's supposed to be a bad guy, but he seems like this tortured soul that just like is actually, he seems kind of like a gentle giant to me, and then he has this really evil power inside of him that takes over him, but he doesn't want it to. And I feel like the only solution to that is like him dying and finally being able to just rest in peace.
Okay. No other predictions?
Maybe Khairy, but I feel like they don't kill off a ton of girls in the show. You know what I mean? Mainly because they don't let them fucking fight, but you know.
Okay, interesting predictions. Yeah, so you liking it so far? I'm assuming the Pain arc was probably your favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's most people's favorite at this point, at least.
Yeah. I appreciated having Pain as more eye candy, too. So.
Okay, buddy. You're going to catch a case. God bless. All right.
He's old. He's not old, but he's like an adult.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's definitely... He lived through a war that Naruto's generation...
Yeah, but he was a kid.
Okay, and he was like at least 9.
Okay. I don't know.
Late 20s, early 30s.
If you catch a case, you catch a case.
He's older than me.
All right. Yeah, so you said the Pain arc's your favorite. All right. I guess we'll leave it there. So you said Naruto Shippuden is your second favorite anime now, right? Mm-hmm. I guarantee you'll be your first. Rip Attack on Titan when she get. If you know the future arcs, you know damn well she's gonna switch up.
Oh, hey, do any of the future arcs include finally writing the female characters as like equal to their?
Of course, you ain't seen nothing.
Oh my god, you're so lying. They're gonna give us like one character and be like, oh, you're happy now.
Okay. I want to thank you all for listening to the Avyx Podcast. And as always, don't forget to eat ass with a spoon. That's gross. Goodbye.
Ryan Little.